Back at it again. Part 2. Start sit. Mike Evans, we really need you, man. We really need you. Let's hope we're just resting up. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Here it is, Brian and Brennan. Man, we're fingers crossed for Mike Evans, man. I hope this is just veteran rest on Thursday.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do a parlay for the rest of the year of Mike Evans over yards and Saquon Barkley's rushing yards over, and just see if magic happens. I want both of these guys to break the record. So
I'm right there with you. I think I'm going to be tailing it and just biting my fingers, biting my nails all the way through that. Folks, welcome in. It's Too Much Fantasy Football here on the Fantasy Football Advice Network. It is part 2. We've got 7 games here to break down for you. We got the first 6, so if you missed that, hop on back to yesterday's episode. And if you hear us talking about Romeo Doubs, ignore it because he was out last night and, recorded before the news. But of course, here we go. We've got some news for you today, and we'll make sure we get everything as close as we can. But where are we starting? Oh, we're starting in Tampa. It's the 2-10 Raiders taking on the 6-6 Bucks. It's a 46 over under, and Tampa Bay's got a 6.5 point lead on this. Line's actually moved down just a hair. I mean, 7's quite a bit, but is that the Mike Evans news? Is that what that is? I'm already look at this full tilt already. I haven't even placed the bet.
I don't know. I think there's just like Raiders played really good last week. They should have won probably. Buccaneers should have probably lost. I could see it going and kind of going that like mentality for betters. We'll start with the Buck side. By week Armageddon, so is Baker cracking the top 12?
Where do I have him? I've got him. Yes, I do have him in the top 12 this week. I've got him right there. I couldn't find him because I was scrolling too far. I've got him at the top. I do have him right there at the top. Yeah. Got him flirting up there with guys like, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts. I like him quite a bit.
Big Baker guy this week.
Yeah, give me Big Baker. He's got to have a bounce back.
Okay.
It wasn't
right.
pretty what we had last week. We really depended on him. He didn't come in, but here we go. Bounce back for Baker.
All right. I mean, I'm starting him this week for sure. Bucky is the RB1. It's official. It's happening. Embrace
It's finally happened, folks.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, though. Where does Bucky go next year in redraft?
I mean,
what RB is he?
I can see him being in the top 12. I can see, like, Rachaad White's still going to be there. So I think that cap, though, of just like what Rachaad White got last year, I don't know if we'll get that from Bucky just because I think some of those pass catching work still might get taken away. But
looking at Bucky's work and what he's done, I don't think I'm afraid of Rachaad White. I think that dude I think he is the most talented running back in that backfield, and they will just keep using him because he's talented.
So speaking of Rachaad White, where are you playing him at?
Okay. Flex, like he is he's the RB3 wide receiver 3 area where if you're deciding he's an okay flex play. I think there's a very safe floor for him.
Cool. Mike Evans, if he's in, we're playing him.
Yes, absolutely.
K. Dotton, where's the confidence?
Top 10. I believe in. I think I'll bounce back game. Yeah.
I've got him in that group, that second tier of guys after you have that like top 7 players. He's in that like any given Sunday type player. On the other side, AOC.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, I was going to ask you, Sterling Shepard. Some people are by Armageddon. I'm one of those people. I might have to start Sterling Shepard.
I think he's startable. I don't know if he's startable with confidence, like back-to-back games with 7 targets, so that's nice, but also 42 yards and 16 yards in those games. Oh, man. I do think he's startable. Wide receiver 3-ish, somewhere in there, maybe close to wide receiver 4. There's upside, of course. It's Baker. We got lightning coming out of that hand.
Fair enough. Raiders side.
Raiders.
We're not starting Aiden O'Connell, even though he had a really good week. I don't think I'm starting him.
Not in a single QB, no.
Sincere McCormick, is he cracking the lineup?
Oh man, if Madison or White is in, no, he's not. But if both of them miss, I could see it, but there's just so many guys over there. Like Madison was limited practice on Wednesday, so like there's that possibility. I
I
kind of
still
want
think
to
you
stay away
start
from
him.
the backfield.
I think you put him as a flex. I
Oh
think you
man,
put him as a flex play. Yeah.
uh,
And then Jacoby
um,
Myers, I'm starting, and Brock
hundred
Bowers.
percent, 100%.
That's it.
Who wins the game?
Buccaneers for sure, and they do cover the spread. They cover the spread.
I think so too. They should be able to take care of business. Raiders, you need to take the loss.
Yeah.
Like you're in contention for that top pick. Take the loss.
Yeah. Shador, he looked great.
Next up, we got two teams that are also in consideration for that top pick. It's the 2-10 Jags playing the 3-9 Titans in Tennessee. It's a 39.5 point over under. Tennessee's favored by 3. We do have Trevor Lawrence. He's on the IR, out for the season. So Mac Jones is in. Let's go ahead and start with the Jags then, I guess. Mac Jones, we're not even looking that direction.
Okay.
Are you sniffing ETN?
No. I mean, I really don't want to. I don't know what's going to happen with that backfield come next year. Maybe a new coach, GM kind of figures that out, but I don't want to start him. It's just been bad. There's obviously a confidence killer in him.
One of the Amir Abdullah or Sincere McCormick. Would you play either one of them over ETN?
Titans have a pretty good rush. Nah, yeah, I'll start ETN. It sounds gross, but yes.
In that sense, because I think we might have 3 running backs there for Las Vegas. I think I'm with you there, but I don't like the play of ETN. Outside of that, I think it's
Yeah.
Brian Thomas and Evan Ingram, and I'm bouncing.
Parker Washington. Everyone is starting him. I'm one of them because I am hurting. And I think if he can just be half of what he was with Mac Jones, I'll take it this week.
I mean, 12 targets, 6 catches, 103 yards and a touchdown. That's a great finish line. It's week before the playoffs, though. It's so hard. I understand
Brian,
the
I'm in buy Armageddon. I'm in buy Armageddon where like this is bad. Like I have to start him, so I
would
have
you
no
do
choice.
would you do him or Nick Westbrook-Akine on the other side?
I think I still do Parker. I can't, I'm not. I'm no. I can't. I'm not going to bank on that touchdown.
Yeah, I think I'd follow Washington on that one. Kind of sliding over to Tennessee. Start with the wide receivers. Ridley's a for sure start, but NWI, he's setting up for the biggest disappointment week of all time. The fact that we've got so many touchdowns
Stay
so
away.
consistently, and this is the week before the
Stay
playoffs. People have
away.
finally bought in. After a 2 touchdown game, I can just see the disappointment, or he just catches the inevitable touchdown, and we're just
But yeah,
still
people
scratching our
who are on
heads.
buy Armageddon are just like on a hope and a prayer with him, and they're just going to be like, I'm just hoping people aren't really relying on the touchdown to like save them because they just need to go. And this is just like, just give me hope.
Yeah, this is sprinkles on the cake here. You don't really,
Yeah.
you're hoping it's there, but you don't necessarily need it. Pollard, we're starting him for sure. Spears, we're not flexing that far, are we?
No. And then the final question is Will Levis cracking the top 12 this week?
I think he could.
Jags have a bad defense.
I have him ranked at 14 this week, so I don't have him in the
Okay.
top 12, but I think possibilities, the realm of possibilities is completely there for him to do that.
Will Levis or Kirk Cousins?
Give me Will Levis.
All
Give me Will
right.
Levis. Kirk
All
Cousins might
right.
be the more exciting play. I think Kirk Cousins has a better chance of winning you the week than Will Levis does. Just, maybe he hits
Mhm.
fire coming off those many bad games in Minnesota in the revenge. But, yeah. Who wins it?
Jaguars.
3-point favorite. Do you think they get it? Mac Jones?
Yeah, I believe in Mac Jones for this week.
Little Mac. Next up, 7-5 Seahawks play the 6-6 Cardinals in Arizona. 44.5 point over under. Arizona's favored by 2.5 in this rematch of just 2 weeks ago. Cardinals are looking to take over the division, hold on to it tightly. But Kyler, is he going to make a dent this week? Is he going to prove to be started in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're starting him this week. You probably picked up another quarterback like I've done just in case. I really need like a top 3 finish from him to have like confidence to start him for playoffs because like I have Anthony Richardson on the bench and I don't want to sit there and think about starting Anthony Richardson or Kyler Murray, which is also an issue in itself. But yeah, we need like a top 3 finish out of him this week. Um, I think after that, James Conner is a must start for obvious reasons. Got the extension. He's a happy guy. Marvin Harrison Jr. Um, Now, since we're in Buy Armageddon here, Brian, Michael Wilson.
I think he has to be looked at. We talked about a couple guys in the last matchup, and I think that he falls in that category in 12-team leagues. You definitely can look his direction. It's rough though, definitely is.
All right. Michael Wilson or Parker Washington?
I've got them back to back. They're right there in that same breath. I think Parker Washington's more like the floor play. Michael Wilson probably the ceiling play. If I had to like split the two up,
I respect it. All right. On to the Seahawks side. Does Geno Smith crack the top 12 this week?
see, I mean, it's wild. Just he's up there on the season. He's giving you good finishes all in all, but like, oh man, does he get the top 12 this week? I've got him right there as a fringe guy. The Cardinals have been playing a
Okay.
lot better over the last month, so I understand the play if you have to put it out there, but it's a scary one, that's for sure.
Just want to see where your line's at. Him or Will Levis?
Yeah, give me Will Levis.
I
Give me Will Levis.
can't believe.
Maybe
I
that's the
just want this
risk
on.
play. Maybe
I
that's the
just want this
risk
on
play.
recording, so when he come back and watch this, and he said Will Levis over all these other good quarterbacks, and you feel like what an idiot. Oh man, Ken Walker. He's been kind of disappointing, but you're still starting him for obvious reasons. Where are you at with Ken Walker right now?
Yeah, he popped up. I mean, limited Wednesday for calf and ankle injuries. I guess I'm just making sure that I'm owning Charbonnet. Is
Okay.
every league and also as a Ken Walker owner, just he whoever's out there is going to be the workhorse. So I'm going to continue to play with Walker as that, but Charbonnet definitely needs to be picked up.
Okay. I mean, DK, JSN for sure. Is Tyler Lockett a possibility this week with also another buy Armageddon?
No, if DK's playing. I know DK's been banged up the last few weeks. I saw he logged a limited practice Wednesday. It's not completely out of the ordinary, just with veteran rest and all that fun stuff. But
Hmm.
if DK were to miss, I'm okay playing Lockett in this one.
Okay. JSN still gets some more yards than DK?
Most likely, yeah. I'd
Oh,
leave it like 80-20 to JSN,
it's
but DK's
crazy.
still great. Like he could still bust one off.
All right. So do the Cardinals make this division interesting? Do they win it?
I think so. I've got the Cardinals
All right.
taking the win in here. They've been playing good football.
Dude, I want to say yes, but like I can see the Seahawks just like slowly running away with this division. Their defense is starting to pick it up.
Oh man, if the offense can play better, I'm cool with the Seahawks running with it. But I need consistent play for that offense, man. It's been rough.
Yeah.
Here's a fun one. We got the 10-2 Bills taking on the 6-6 Rams. 49.5 point over under. Buffalo's a 3.5 point favorite. Buffalo, they're chasing that first round bye, and Rams, they're chasing that game we just talked about. They're still looking for a playoff berth, and it only comes in the form of winning that division. So, where do you want to start? Buffalo?
We'll start with the Bills. Yeah. Josh Allen, top one.
Pretty
So it's
good.
great.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Good guy. Yeah. James Cook, having an RB1 season. You're starting him.
Yeah. I honestly, the big question though with Josh Allen, does he catch a touchdown this week?
I'm gonna put my money on the no side.
All right. All right. I was gonna
Yeah.
mortgage my house on maybe putting a bet down on the yes, but I guess I'll follow suit.
I want to see what a parlay would look like if you had to bet like on a player prop of like Josh Allen rushing, receiving, and throwing a touchdown. Like, I wonder what that would just like, what the odds were of that.
Probably that same one as Wimby getting a quadruple double. I don't know if you saw that one floating around
I
online.
saw that. Yeah, that's so hilarious. Um, I think Keon's back this week. Um, their wide receiver room is really, really interesting because, like, obviously we thought Amari Cooper would get a big bump. He really hasn't. Khalil Shakir has been kind of like the safe floor guy for them, always getting like a steady 5 to 6 receptions. And then Keon's like the big play guy. Where are you at with this? Like, I think I'm just starting Khalil Shakir if I had to pick one as like the safe floor option.
Yeah, I'm playing Khalil Shakir for sure safely, and yeah, the other two are just like how deep is your league? Is it a 12 team, and how bad are your buys? I understand the play if you have to put them out there, but I've got them in the same breath as like Tyler Lockett. Cedric Tillman if he plays, Ray McLeod, like more of like the third option on the Dontavian Wicks. I think I'd play him over. I mean, he's already played by the time you listen to this, so it's relevant. Maybe it's a horrible idea, but Ricky Pearsall, would you play him or would you play one of those two options?
Dude, I think I'd rather play like Keon Coleman and Amari Cooper before I play Ricky right now.
I didn't know how deep we're digging in that bag. Dalton
Yeah.
Kincaid, that's the question. Are you playing him?
Yeah, I think he's coming back this week. So yes, I am gonna play him because like Dawson Knox has been so like meh and just irrelevant that I just think Kincaid is a bump up.
God, Kincaid's been so disappointing this year. Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's just not what we wanted at all. And when we needed it, like Khalil
Oh
Shakir,
yeah.
not knocking on him, but like he's not the one. He does not need to be the one. Ridiculous. On the other side, Stafford playing him as a QB2 this week. I don't really want to put him in. It's hard to throw on the Bills.
Yeah, I think I'd rather start like Kirk Cousins over Stafford this week. I'd rather start quite a few quarterbacks over Stafford. He's very much just you hope you get 2 touchdowns out of him and a good amount of yards, and that's what like a solid day would be.
Kyron's obvious to start, but Blake Corum, we're definitely owning him because handcuffs. Are you
Everyone got
flexing
scared
him?
last week.
Yeah, no
What,
kidding.
Blake Corum? No,
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
not.
say we're not that confident. He had 8 touches,
No.
42 yards, only saw 32% of the snaps, so we're not dipping that deep. We're still playing
Yeah.
Amari Cooper over Blake Corum.
Yes. 100%. And then
Puka Nakua
yeah,
playing him.
great.
Cooper Cup.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Still playing Cooper Cup.
Don't disappoint me again, Cooper. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
seriously. Bad week.
Who wins it?
I think the Bills win this one. I wanted to say trap game, but like I think this Bills team is just very good.
The lines moved from 4.5 to 3.5, so there's somebody sniff, and the over's gone up too, so they might be sniffing
Yeah.
something. Maybe something. All right. Next up, last of the afternoon games, we've got the 4-8 Bears taking on the 5-7 49ers. It's a 44-point over/under. San Francisco's favored by 4. Shane Waldron, since he's left town, you know what? The Bears have looked a lot better. It's shifted things around quite a bit. Keenan Allen is now relevant, which I was hoping we just wouldn't do that, but this is where we're at. Let's start with the Bears.
Yeah. What, what's my rule, Brian, with the new head coaches? What do we do with them?
Win it out Thursday. Oh, no. New
No.
coaches, we play them.
We bet on them to win. The Bears, I don't know what it is. Whenever you see a new head coach, first game, I want to say they're probably hitting at like a 90% like clip rate of winning their first game. So I'm all in on the Bears this week. I think everyone's gonna get rejuvenated. I'm starting Caleb. Um, I don't know about DeAndre Swift. I probably am starting him just because of the bye week Armageddon. I'm starting Keenan. I'm starting Rome. I'm starting DJ. I'm starting everybody on the Bears. I'm very confident this week.
Yeah, I'm a lot more confident if DeAndre Swift, if he doesn't have to deal with the Roshan problem. Roshan missed with the concussion, missed practice again Wednesday, but possibility he comes back. If he does, we could lose out on some touchdown work. But like you said, it should be a good game for the Bears offensively. So hopefully there's
Yes.
enough to go around. But yeah, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze. Is that the order you'd play him?
Yeah, that's where I'm at probably.
I want to play Roma Dunze so bad.
I'm playing him.
I want to play him so bad.
I'm playing him. I
Might be
believe
doing a
in
few
it.
extra DFS tournaments just so I can put him in there more. Cole Kmet, are you putting him in?
He'll finish as like a tight end 15. I don't want to start him.
His last 4 weeks, 3 targets, 10 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets.
Yeah,
Let's call it an anomaly.
Yep.
On the other side, Brock Purdy, he's given us a rushing floor that's kind of propelled him into that top 12 for most of the season. Christian McCaffrey's now out, so we're leaning on Jordan Mason's
Nope.
now out, so we're leaning on Garindo and company. But Brock Purdy, are you willing to put him out there?
Oh man, I think I know where you're at with him. If I had to guess, if I said this name, you're going to say Brock Purdy over him. Will Levis, you'll probably have Brock Purdy right ahead of Will Levis, right?
Okay, I've actually got him back to back. I have Brock Purdy on top of Will Levis,
Yeah,
though.
that's what I figured. I knew you had him right ahead of him. I figured that's where the line was this week. So, yeah, I think the rushing upside, it's not going to be terrible weather. So I am going to start him. Um, I'm going to start Isaac Guerrero too, along with everybody else who's spent the last of their fab on him.
My favorite owner, like Izzy Abanikanda. He
I've seen the pickups. It's hilarious.
Dude, I picked him up Tuesday. Once I saw because he got cut from the Jets. So this was a guy. He's 21 years old. He's so young, but he was going to be the backup to Breece Hall. Then they picked up Braylon Allen. I was devastated because there goes his career. Well, the Jets cut this guy, Izzy Abanikanda, and he cut him Tuesday, and then the San Francisco 49ers pick him up. He's got size. He's got speed. I liked him as a late guy in the draft a couple of years ago. So, I mean, if you missed out on the Guerrero sweepstakes, I don't think it's bad to throw out just the possibilities because you never know with Shanahan. But
Yeah.
my 2 cents.
I mean, let's start with the wide receivers, though. Debo. Are you
Sorry,
starting?
my face just broke when you said
Yeah.
that. Debo or Nick Westbrook-Akine?
I'm not disrespecting Debo like that. Don't do that. I'm still starting Debo.
Disrespect you? He disrespects me. Do you see what he does on my roster each and every week? That's a disrespect to me.
You know what? I think Westbrook-Akini's probably outscored him every week for the past few weeks. I had to guess, but I can't
weeks,
do it.
months.
Probably. Honestly,
It's been
you're not
8
wrong.
straight weeks for NWI. I get it. It's a bold move to pull him out for some of these like wide receiver fours that we're talking about, but it's hard to pass on the Bears. Like that's also the true thing with this defense is like you're gonna win from them on the game. In the last 2 games, when it would have been the best idea ever for the 49ers to give rushing work to Debo, they didn't. A snow game where you can't throw, and the game that Purdy missed. Neither one of those he got a single touch. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm okay with the pivot. If people want to pivot, I don't blame you. But can you live with yourself if he goes off on your bench?
No,
That's
I
what you got to
can't.
ask yourself. Yeah.
No.
Jennings, if he plays, I'm playing him 100%.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Same with George Kittle.
Yep. Who wins the game?
Bears. Always brand new head coach. Yep, it's the Bears.
The Bears. All right, let's go to Sunday Night Football. This should be a fun one. Divisional battle between the 8-4 Chargers, 11-1 Chiefs, 43-point over/under. Kansas City's favored by 4. Kansas City's probably got the division locked up, but the Chargers are definitely holding on to a wild card slot. This should be a good one.
Them and the Broncos, man, they're like neck and neck.
You start with Chargers?
Yeah, I mean, where's Herbert at in your QB list?
He's a lot. It's hard for me to put him as low as I want to. Like I want to have him as like 14 to 16 somewhere in there. Like it's the Chiefs. It's hard to do what you do, especially with Lad McConkey banged up. Even if he plays, like he could get knocked out at any point. He may not be 100%.
I got a name for you: Herbert or Love.
Give me. Well, I mean, Love played last night, so kind of out on that one.
Right. Yeah, forgot. My apologies. All right, I'll do the fun one. Herbert and Levis.
Yeah, that's where I thought you'd go. Give me Will Levis. I think I want to play Will Levis. It's hard. It's a win and get in week, so like I don't want to get cute with it. But I mean, I don't have him like below Winston or anything. I'm not crazy or folks, but
yeah.
Limited expectations, I guess, is where it is. I guess Patty Mahomes or Herbert. Who you throwing out there?
Mahomes. I have a lot more confidence in Mahomes. Any of the running backs in the backfield for the Chargers?
Can I say pass? I want to roster Vidal, but I don't want to play any of those guys.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And then Lad, what was the practice report?
Oh man, that's limited on Wednesday.
Okay,
expected that. I expect he's going to play. This is a divisional game. I think he's going to be out there. So if he plays, I'm going to play him. QJ though, if Lad misses, you have to play QJ, right?
Yeah, you kind of have to. You're gonna have to play QJ, and then I will never start Jalen Reagor a day in my life. And so
Palmer though, would you play Palmer?
I'd rather play Palmer than Jalen Reagor. Yes.
Are you playing? So it's Lad's out. Are you playing Palmer or any of those like wide receiver fours we talked about, like the NWIs, the
Michael Wilson?
I
think I'll start Palmer. I think I'd have more confidence in Palmer.
Disley, I don't mind as a stream this week, and I really like him if Lad misses.
Okay.
Kelsey, you're playing. Pacheco, you're playing. Patty, we talked about.
Yes.
The wide receivers.
I'm not playing Kareem Hunt anymore, though. I'm out.
Yeah, he's now just a handcuff.
Very much so.
A flexi handcuff, but I don't want to play him.
I don't want to play him. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'll play D-Hop. I'll play D-Hop, and this week you probably have to. Xavier Worthy, is he in that mixed bag of wide receiver fours?
Oh, I think Xavier Worthy has a better ceiling than the guys that we mentioned. I would say like him over NWI, him over Parker Washington. Yeah, I'd start Worthy over those guys too.
Yeah, give it to me. He's had over 60 yards in, what, 3 straight games? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Or 2
something
of
like
3?
that.
Yeah, give it to me. 54, 46, 61. It's over 40 in the last 3.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
close enough. Numbers, we don't pay attention to those, except when they
yeah,
tell us that we lose. Who wins
exactly.
the game?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Is it a dramatic win, or is they handle it? They get the 4
I
points?
really want a dramatic win. I want chaos. I want more of this. The Chiefs are frauds and everything else like that. And so when it comes to January and we watch Mahomes just do Mahomes things like he does in the playoffs, everyone can just be like, "But they win all these games by BS." And it's like, yeah, then it's just Mahomes doing Mahomes stuff
Yeah, it's called
because it's
doing
gonna
things that,
happen.
yeah, they do things that your team doesn't do. They win. They just get it done. Last game here, Monday Night Football. That could be a good one. 4-8 Bengals taking on the 5-7 Cowboys. 49.5 point over under. Cincinnati's favored by 5.5. Playoffs are about gone for these teams. We've waved that goodbye. But the Bengals, they love to score points. They love to give
Hold
up
on now,
points.
Cowboys still got a chance.
Sure, sure, sure. Jerry Jones, he's got to make that big move though. Got to make
Hey,
that
they're
big
all
move.
in.
They are
They're
all in.
all in.
God. Burrow,
We'll
you're
start with the
playing him.
Cowboys.
Oh,
We'll
yeah, let's
start with
start
the
with the
Bengals then.
Cowboys. Let's go,
All right,
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Ugh,
All
I don't
right,
like
we're not
saying
starting
that.
Cooper Rush. Yeah.
Dowdle, you're starting him for sure.
Yes. CDS.
Yeah, CD was limited on Thursday. If he's out there, you're 100% playing him. But if he misses, does Brandon Cooks pop up on that radar?
Yeah, honestly, I think Brandon Cooks is ahead of I think he's right there neck and neck with Xavier Worthy. I would start Brandon Cooks and Parker Washington, I feel like.
Yeah, in this Bengals matchup, we could see some fireworks, 100%. I don't
Yeah.
mind it. If Ferguson's in, we're playing him. If not, I'm still okay with playing Schoonmaker right behind him.
Yeah, if Ferguson's out, I'm starting Schoonmaker for sure. Because this Bengals team just lost another starter. They lost their linebacker for the year.
Good Lord. I
Yeah.
hope they fire the crap out of Zach Taylor. Burrow, we're playing
Yeah.
him for sure. Chase Brown, I
Doesn't leave a
wish I
lineup.
had him in the leagues I don't have him in because you're playing him. Yeah. Jamar Chase, Higgins, easy again, right?
Sounds great. Like it.
Mike Gesicki, no. If Higgins is in, we don't touch Gesicki.
Yeah. I mean, desperation play. Like Gasecki or Pat Fryermuth.
Give me Pat.
Okay.
Give me Pat. And I've been anti-Pat this week, I feel like, too.
Yeah, you're very anti-Pat Fryermuth guy. I think honestly those
I
fans
don't
hate
know
you.
why. I don't know why. I think it's because of Russ. Russ doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't treat the tight ends right. I mean, I'll play Kyle Pitts over Gesicki this week.
All right, we got some time here. I have a question for you. If you had to pick a spot, like a wild card spot where Higgins goes, I don't think he comes back to Cincinnati. I think they blow that up. Where does Higgins go next year?
I really like the Chargers. I really like the idea of the
That's a pretty
Chargers
common name. Everyone's saying that.
going in. Yeah. Let's get wild. What about the Lions?
No, I can't see it. I
You
can't.
think they've got
I
enough
think the
confidence
Cap.
in JMO because they've got to extend
Yeah.
him.
No, they have another year. They'll be all right. They have one more year with JMO.
Do they?
Yeah, they have one more year with JMO.
I think he's coming
You
into his
know,
fourth. It'll be his 4th year, but they'd have to pick up his 5th year.
yeah, that's where that comes into play.
I don't know if they pick up
Wild
his
card,
5th.
Jacksonville Jaguars goes back to his old quarterback in college.
Ooh, I completely forgot about that. Oh my god! But they tried that experiment with ETN with his old, old
Yeah, but I think
teammate
it's
of
a lot
his.
different. And I think Jags will have some serious cap space too. So I could
Dude,
see it.
the freaking towers that they would have between Brian Thomas
Brian
Jr.
Thomas and T Higgins. If a GM had the stones to actually build a roster,
And then
just
you
saying.
pick up Romeo Dobbs in free agency and put him at the slot. Nice little possession guy.
Oh, because Christian Kirk's gonna. No, he has one more year. I thought, right? He has one more year left.
No, I think this is no because Kirk was on the trade block before he broke his
Oh, that's
clavicle or
right.
whatever. Yeah, this is his last year. Yeah, I know. I like that. Commanders too. I think they definitely need some weapons as well.
Yeah.
Who wins this game?
Cowboys. I want
Cowboys,
to see
really?
Bengals die, Cowboys live, they make a run for the wild card.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I'm always anti Zach Taylor, so yeah, give it to me. Alrighty, folks, that wraps it up for our start sit for Week 14, Part 2. Again, if you missed the first 6 games, check it out. We've got all the fun stuff over there. If you want more from the rest of the crew here on Fantasy Football Advice Network, we've got so much on the YouTube page, the podcast, all the stuff over on the network. If you're looking for me, it's at @too_much_Brian, @too_much_Brian on everything but X. Brennan, where you at?
I'm on X at FFAMBMolk, and then I'm with the old timers, all the boomers on Facebook and the Fantasy Football Advice Network group page.
Dude, we got to hit all the demographics, you know?
That's right.
I was going to
I
make
rock
them
with the old people.
later, folks.